The skies over Kharkiv don't miss much. From hidden command posts to a single parked vehicle, every trace of enemy presence eventually finds its way into the crosshairs, and the pressure only builds from there. In the Kharkiv region, Russian aerospace forces reconnaissance detected suspicious enemy activity near Lyptsi and Aleksandrovka, uncovering not just a drone launch point but a control node that served as the coordination hub for the enemy's entire drone network in the sector. Once the coordinates were confirmed, aerospace forces crews moved quickly, striking the vital sites with FAB-500 guided bombs, fitted with a planning and correction module. The impact went far beyond the explosion itself. The enemy lost the ability to operate drones effectively in that direction. The communication network linking operators to units in the field collapsed without a command post to coordinate flights. And most damaging of all, they were forced to rebuild their infrastructure from scratch, searching for new hiding spots, re-establishing coordination between teams, and concealing new positions. That drawn-out process became a decisive blow that crippled the enemy's operational tempo across the Kharkiv sector. Elsewhere in the same direction, a bitter irony played out when a Canadian-supplied support vehicle carrying enemy personnel was exposed by footage recorded by a local military administration official for social media.
Витягли крокодила Рошеновська, достали. Все, молодці!
What was meant as casual content inadvertently revealed the convoy's position and movement, information the Russian side quickly acted on, launching a Lancet kamikaze drone strike that struck the vehicle directly. Footage from another group later confirmed the outcome, showing the personnel losses that resulted from that moment of carelessness. Back on the ground, reconnaissance continued after a building was identified as an enemy drone control center. A joint operation launched shortly after confirmed the strike, neutralizing the control point and inflicting losses on enemy personnel in the process. Some of those who survived the initial strike attempted to flee toward another position, an effort that proved futile as their movement was tracked with precision by an overhead reconnaissance drone. Using that positioning data, a follow-up FPV drone strike eliminated the remaining personnel who had tried to escape. The operation was carried out by the Vakha Battalion of the Akhmat Special Forces Unit under Russia's Ministry of Defense, working alongside the 245th Motor Rifle Regiment and supported by the aerospace forces. The same unit continued sweeping the surrounding area to ensure no trace of enemy presence remained, and the search paid off. The first target found was a blue pickup truck, parked carelessly along the road and clearly visible from above. What looked like a rushed decision under pressure proved fatal, as a Molnya 2 strike drone quickly disabled the vehicle. Shortly after, the sweep uncovered a dugout in the same area, leveled by another strike from the same drone type. A third target followed, a multi-story building identified as a shelter and temporary staging point for enemy forces, struck using a combination of fiber-optic FPV drones and further Molnia 2 runs until it could no longer serve as cover. Behind every successful drone strike on the front line lies an intensive training process running quietly in the background. The Dnieper Group of Forces now trains more than 100 drone operators every month at a range operated by the 58th Combined Arms Army, starting with the fundamentals of unmanned aircraft, moving on to assembling the units themselves, and finishing with hands-on flight training. Every finished drone undergoes rigorous testing before being sent to the line of contact for operators to put into action. Instructors continue refining the technology based on real combat experience, ensuring frontline units receive a steady, reliable supply of strike drones. Taken together, these events paint a picture of a front shaped by precision, coordination, and the smallest of missteps, from the dismantling of enemy drone infrastructure to a single careless recording that cost an entire convoy. Behind it all, a steady pipeline of trained operators and refined technology continues to sustain the pace of these operations. As always, thank you for being here. We hope this report brought you a little closer to understanding what is really unfolding on the ground. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next report.